After a full year hiatus away from the sport of boxing, the new golden boy of boxing is officially making his return as Ryan Garcia will be headlining the big event in Times Square, the first event to ever happen at that specific location, as he will be going up against Rolly Romero.
What better way to kick off Cinco de Mayo weekend? You know, you got two great fighters, maybe not the best in the division, maybe not the most talented, but they are the funniest. And they're always bringing the entertainment to boxing. These guys are the young generation, you know, and apart from that, don't act like these guys aren't good fighters. They are good fighters. They still have great knockouts. They got great wins.
They're ballsy.
They're ballsy, and they've both fought Tank. You know what I mean? Not everybody
true.
fights Gervonta Tank Davis. That being said, you know, Ryan Garcia is headlining in Times Square. Now, that's a big deal, especially when you look at the people that are under him. We got Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez and Teofimo Lopez versus Arnold Barboza. Yeah. When you got those two talented fighters, and don't mistaken, both of those guys between Haney and Teo have been undisputed. When you got two undisputed fighters fighting underneath you and you've never even held a championship, that just shows you how much star power this kid has. You know, he doesn't have to be the greatest fighter in the world, but like I said, he brings those asses in seats, and he's going to be the new face of boxing, like it or not. You know, and another guy to talk about, Rolly Romero. That guy's constantly, you know, the Chael Sonnen of boxing, the Conor McGregor of boxing. This guy talks his shit, but he backs it up.
Yeah, easily, man. I mean, my favorite time personally was at that presser against Tank when he called him a koala with chlamydia. I mean, what person comes up with that kind of stuff, man? And then Ryan Garcia, on the other hand, that guy, I mean, we all know he's a great fighter, but then outside of the ring, we know he is such a lunatic. I mean, all those Twitter rants, acting crazy in the public eye, constantly being on headlines, on boxing news websites, everything. It's just insane. But like we said, at the end of the day, these two guys are absolutely ballsy as they still have the courage to step into the ring. And Ryan Garcia, especially after being away for an entire year from being caught using performing-enhancing drugs against Devin Haney when he embarrassed him, we're officially going to see this. I can't wait. I'm pretty sure everybody's excited.
I feel like these two fighters are fan favorites. They share a fan base. Ryan Garcia fans and Rolly Romero fans. They don't want to see either guy lose. But at the end of the day, this is boxing. Someone's going to get knocked out. And out of the card with Teo and Devin Haney, I do see this fight being the only fight that's going to have a knockout. Although I like Rolly, and we know he is a character to the sport, you know, he does lack a lot of fundamentals. It seems like his chin's always up in the air and his hands are low at the wrong moments. That's how he's been caught against Pitbull, against Gervonta Davis, even against Ismael Barroso, who is a guy that was like 50 years old. So that being said, when you're facing a guy that like Ryan Garcia that has quick hands and more than anything, a quick, fast left hook, it's really hard to say that Rolly is going to land something before Ryan. We saw the sparring footage between Rolly and Ryan Garcia where Rolly did put pause on Ryan Garcia. But again, that was years ago. I think they both have grown as fighters. I just see Ryan Garcia getting a brutal, devastating knockout to close out Rolly Romero's career.
Yeah, I agree with you there, too. My prediction as well. I love Rolly Romero. I do believe Ryan Garcia is going to take the win, but by technical knockout. And I think Ryan Garcia's speed is going to overwhelm Rolly Romero at the end of the day.
But imagine if Rolly could somehow pull it off, land the shot first, and somehow knock out Ryan Garcia, knock off the golden boy, you know, this age, the face of boxing.
That would be one of the biggest upsets in our time. And we've seen a lot of upsets lately. I would say is when Ryan Garcia beat Devin Haney just last year.
If that doesn't tell you, anything could happen in boxing. One punch could change the whole trajectory of the fight. Hell, one punch could change a fighter's career. So if you guys don't want to miss out on a great event that only happens once in a lifetime in Times Square, make sure you guys don't miss out. May 2nd, Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero. Let us know down below who will win. Thank you guys again for tuning in. My name's Eric.
And I'm your boy, Mac. Thank you guys once again for tuning into the Pound for Pound Boxing channel. And as always, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And we're out.